We often treat artificial intelligence like a glorified search engine. We type a quick question, grab a quick answer, and move on. But confining an AI to simple trivia lookups leaves its most powerful capabilities completely untapped in a professional workflow. Claude functions as a thought partner. It reasons through problems, remembers the nuances of your ongoing discussion, and collaborates with you to draft and edit complex, multi-layered documents. To do this, it relies on an active working memory of roughly 200,000 tokens. That means you can hand Claude around 500 pages of text, intricate financial spreadsheets, or dense code bases, and it will analyze all of that material simultaneously. When a system can hold that much information in its head at once, your day-to-day role changes. You stop fetching facts, and you start directing high-level, complex analysis. Handing over sensitive data to an AI requires a bedrock of trust. For Claude, that trust is built on an underlying framework called constitutional AI. Claude is governed by 3 specific rules. It must be helpful, harmless, and honest. This internal ethical engine is designed to prevent the system from generating toxic responses or confidently stating false information. By reducing the risk of unpredictable or harmful behavior at the model level, Claude meets the reliability standards required for professional integration. This ethical foundation is what allows it to connect directly to team tools like Slack or data platforms like Excel. Without a transparent set of guardrails governing how the AI makes decisions, bringing an autonomous collaborator into high-stakes enterprise tasks would be a significant liability. To get the most out of this system, you have to talk to it the way you would a human colleague. A single command rarely produces a perfect result on the first try. The real power comes from treating your initial draft as the start of an ongoing, iterative dialogue. Every effective request starts with the context. You need to set the scene for Claude, define exactly what role it needs to play, and clarify what your ultimate goal is. Next, you define the task. This is the precise action you want Claude to take, whether that is writing a marketing report, analyzing a dataset, or debugging a script. Finally, you establish the rules. You tell Claude exactly what tone to strike, provide examples of stylistic guidelines to follow, and dictate precisely how to format the final output. If the response comes back too broad, you tighten the constraints by adding more details about your audience. If the tone feels slightly off, you simply reply with a direct example of the writing style you actually want. Using this structure helps bridge the gap between human intent and machine execution, turning a static prompt into an evolving conversation. But knowing how to talk to Claude is only part of what we call AI fluency. You also need to know if the system is actually succeeding at the specific work you do every day. You test this using a methodology called evaluations, or Evals. To set one up, you pull 5 to 10 examples of a task you regularly complete yourself, like a weekly financial summary or a client email, to serve as a baseline. You then ask Claude to generate those same documents from scratch. By comparing the AI's output directly against your human baseline, you can instantly spot where it excels, where it misses the mark, and where you need to refine your instructions. Running these routine tests removes the guesswork. It shifts your role from simply operating software to strategically managing an AI assistant. Moving Claude out of the browser and onto the desktop changes how the AI interacts with your local system. The desktop app integrates directly into the operating system. In tap mode, Claude runs natively in the background. You tap a hotkey, and a compact window appears over whatever application you're working in. From there, you can instantly snap a screenshot of your screen or dictate a thought out loud without breaking your focus. For deeper analysis, Cowork mode handles complex, sustained projects. It navigates web pages to research competitors or pulls daily briefings from your calendar. Despite this autonomy, Cowork operates inside a restricted sandbox. It only accesses local folders you explicitly authorize. Cowork functions as a proactive research agent, completing projects and tracking deadlines autonomously. Code mode gives the AI a complete local development space to read source code, write scripts, and execute commands. You maintain complete oversight through 3 interaction tiers: propose changes for approval, apply them automatically, or plan an entire software architecture before acting. We've moved from typing simple questions into a browser tab to engineering structured prompts, to running autonomous agents that build software right on your desktop. The tools are already on your machine. Now it's time to put them to work. Open your calendar today, pick one repetitive task that slows you down,
and run your first evaluation.